Happy Friday. Welcome into the studio. It's time for our VO Marketing Pro numbers, voiceover numbers, and Todd Barsness, full-time voiceover talent of 16 years, his VO-only income numbers. My VO-only income numbers, Hudson Barsness, 4.5 years in VO full-time. And we're glad you're here with us. We do these every single Friday, unless there's a major holiday or something like that. We don't do them, but we just got off of our little Friday webinar with our group, which was a nice little get-together for 45 minutes and talked about a bunch of things, but this is for the public, so we will break down our numbers. Like I said, we've been doing this for a couple years now, from when I basically was about a year in, and you were about 10, 11 years in, and tracking our numbers, because that's about the only thing we have. You know, Dad's an expert, I would say, in direct marketing and knowing how to run a voiceover business like a business. Here are some numbers just to back that up. 10 years of over $100,000 in a row. VO only income. 8 years of over $200,000 in VO income only. And there were 4 years in a row where he made over $300,000 in voiceover only income. So seems like some pretty good success, pretty consistent in a whatever you call it, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Basically in voiceover land where people say that you can't have a consistent income, that's more of what I was trying to say. He's done it, so that just speaks to his work ethic. So anyway, these videos, these numbers, like I said, they're about the only thing that we have, and so we just put them out there and say, do what you want with them. So,
yeah, they're basically for two. Yeah, they're for two reasons: not to brag and not to discourage people. They're to encourage people, and maybe even more important is here we are sitting behind microphones in front of a camera, and so even if we give you in this public setting, we give you a little tip here or there, or you decide to join our group or check out our VO Marketing Pro Facebook group or some of the videos we have public. Well, you're going to get some tips and advice and stuff like that. And so we just feel like you need to know what we make. I mean, to the dollar and cents, because why would you listen to somebody who doesn't tell you what you make in business? Because that's why businesses exist. Mm-hmm. So we happen to be in the voiceover business, so we tell you what we make in voiceover alone.
Yeah. All right. Any questions about that or the group, whatever, you can email John Barsness at vomarketingpro.com. Or you can comment below and ask questions. Happy to do that. So we'll jump into our VOMP numbers. We didn't give numbers last week because it was during a major holiday, Labor Day weekend. VOMP doesn't send out during that. So some of these numbers are part of last week's. 16 warm responses, 13 auditions. 2 jobs were booked last week and this week. Both, I think, by Noelle Romano, looks like. So nice. Congrats to her. I can't remember exactly if I had any new clients last week, but
I did.
We don't put any recurring client jobs that we get from direct marketing in there. So, and I know that there's been a little bit of scuttlebutt going around this week, right at the end of the week. Joe was over here talking about the possibilities of something.
Oh, you mean some
for VO Marketing Pro.
Yeah, yep. Right. Yep.
So
some
anyway, there might be some
jobs,
some things coming out for that.
Yeah.
So anyway, now we will jump on to my numbers. I'm trying to make $2,100 a week. That is $110,000 in a year. Last year I tried to make $1,500, which is roughly $80,000 in a year.
And you did it.
I did do that. This year I'm behind. So here we go. 1 warm response. 4 auditions from direct marketing, which is nice. I did 9 jobs between direct marketing, Upwork, Voice123, Voices.com, VO Planet, Fiverr, and ACX. Those are all the things that I'm on and trying to get work on. I had 3 jobs for a total of $650 in direct this week. I had 4 jobs for a total of $256.75 on Upwork. And I had 2 jobs for a total of $350 on Voice123. Voices nothing, VO Planet nothing, Fiverr nothing, and ACX nothing. My total for voiceover only income was $1,256.75. Didn't do any editing this week, so my total was $1,256.75.
For me, I had 1 new client and nothing on Voice123, nothing on Voices.com, and nothing on Upwork. I had $2,000 $283.42 on Fiverr, and $2,738.75 for direct. So my total, I'm trying to make $3,000 a week to, add up to $150,000 for the year. $5,022.17. $5,022.17. I did 28 projects this week. People go, what? 28 projects? Yep, that's how I've built my business. I built my business it's a numbers game. So I put a lot of numbers out there, auditions and direct marketing and proposals and all sorts of stuff like that. And then I have very flexible rates so that I do a lot of work. But it adds up. Over $5,000 this week. The 3 weeks prior to that, over $6,000. And so over the last month, I'm up around $25,000 for 4 weeks in a row.
And I don't know if it was your goal this year was $150,000, and you passed that the last week in August.
Yeah,
last week
yeah,
maybe, or
yeah.
somewhere around there.
I'm
You
about $12 or so thousand over that.
Yeah, so pretty impressive. It's impressive. Anyway, any other thoughts?
No. If you want to find out more about why we do what we do, how we run our business, there's nothing magical about it. We don't do a lot of hype in our small group that we have together. We have a couple of fireside chats where Hudson and I just get together and talk VO. We've done it for over 2 years now, and we just continue to do that. And we have our Friday webinars. We have a lively Facebook group. There's more people than just Hudson and I that post their numbers regularly, whether that's weekly or on a monthly or yearly basis. And so if you're interested in all about that group, just shoot John Barsness at vomarketingpro.com an email, or you can ask a question here. We'll get right back with you.
Great. We'll be here next week, so we'll hopefully see you there. Thanks to the people who stop by all the time. And if you're new, feel free to check out all of our numbers videos from the past. They're on our channel, so you can see all of our weeks from years past. So feel free to indulge in that or don't. We'll be here next week. See you later.
Bye-bye.